Don't you think you ought to tell me who you are first?
Why?
This podcast show is full of sugar and spice and everything nice and everything mean, explicit content and in between, and whatever the fuck I fancy. And now that I have taken care of the disclaimer, please sit back and enjoy the rest of the show.
On a bright and sunny or a rainy day, I can listen to Rene. Topics of the day: why sex don't match the love, our relationship sucks, why the boys play, experience immaturity, politics and currency gains, economics, Spotify it, you can find it, sign of the times for the deaf, dumb and blind. Don't miss it, call the number one, state your name and what's your interest. Rene.
I wanted to hear it. You know, I wanted to hear it. I wanted to take it in. I wanted it to marinate. I wanted it to just resonate. I wanted it to just get it all in there. All that love, all of that support that you guys show me every fucking week when I drop a fucking new episode. Welcome back, you guys, to the Rene Show. I'm your favorite podcast host, the one that says all the shit you're afraid to say. Rene, your favorite flavor under the Podbow. Yes, honey. And listen, I'm just saying, it is Saturday. It is beautiful outside. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? It's perfect. This is the perfect weather for any and everything. I mean, outside fun, indoor chilling, with good movies, good company, not, or no crazy like, oh, I want to get underneath the covers and I just want to put myself, yeah, you don't want to just put yourself to sleep and down and, this is not the day to be depressed at all. This is a great day. And you know what? It's a day of, it's the fucking weekend. That's what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? So just saying, why not? Especially if you have time to kind of go and be out and enjoy this weather, especially if you're in Baltimore. I mean, I don't know where you are, but I get a lot of support everywhere, all over this country. And I appreciate you all definitely tuning in and doing this. So, this is for you. I do it for you. Yes. So like I said, if you are new to the show, you guys, I want to ask you to please go and follow me on IG at _Rene Show. Yes. And I'm also on Facebook at Rene Show. Mm-hmm. And then if you go into TikTok, I'm over there at Rene Show. Because somebody took their fucking K. Yeah, they took the K. And then if you want to email me, please do comment. Topic idea, or, you want to order a cake, I make cake. I make cakes. I make homemade cake. Do so at kreneshow@gmail.com. And I would love to work with you. I got season 10 coming in for 2022. And I got good shit coming. Yes. That's going to be an even number for 10. Yes. So, if you can please do that and continue to keep supporting your girl, I would appreciate it. Next week, you guys, if you don't know, that is the end of season 9. It is it. Yeah. Yes. Wrapping it up. Wrap it up. Yes. Wrap it up. And men, wrap your shit up, okay? It's too much shit going on. It's too many goddamn diseases, let alone fucking COVID. Ain't nobody dealing with the STDs and shit. They're more fucking in tune with COVID. They's like, fuck them crabs, man. Give them fucking the crabs. You got COVID? don't get the Delta. This shit is killing people. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It really is killing people. It's harming people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated. Okay, it is nasty. And guess what? It ain't going nowhere. Just because there's a vaccine, people don't need to be stepping outside thinking like, oh, shit went back to normal. No, it's not back to normal. We're still in a goddamn pandemic. They're just trying to make you believe that because they're broadcasting more people being out and about and businesses are doing well and everybody is not. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Like, don't do it. Okay? Anyway, as I was saying, men, wrap your shit up because it's still STDs going on out here, and people again are not conscious to that shit because we have something now to distract us. Well, only the weak will be distracted more so to where you ain't. You ain't paying the other things that are really more important in any mind except for dumbass shit. But anyway, as I was saying, I gave you all of the places where you could follow me. Now, if you're new to the show, besides all that shit, because, this is how we do around here, I'm very explicit with my mouth. And yeah, I jump into different voices and accents and stuff. That's what I do. I do voiceover. I'm trying to be in the world of voiceover talents. I went to school for radio, broadcasting, production. I feel like I'm quite fucking talented. Like I'm a superstar. Yeah. That's when, remember her? You remember? I'm sorry. She went to the talent show. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm multi-talented. Yeah. Remember that part? Superstar. Yeah, so that's how I feel about myself. And I think we all should. But like I said, moving right along. If you are new and you've missed some of my past episodes, I would love for you to go and find them on pretty much all goddamn streaming platforms. First and foremost, I need you to go over to YouTube and I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rene Show. I do live interviews. I do the Rene Show live edition, which is next Saturday. You're going to get one to wrap up the season, you all. So like I said, we got the StreamYard live interview jumping off also next Saturday with Mama's Life podcast. Yep. You talk about support. That's the support and I love it. And then we're going to talk about kids. Yeah. So Mama Life podcast is going to be in the building next Saturday. So make sure you guys are definitely tuned into the StreamYard. So if you hit the YouTube and subscribe, like the channel, share the content, all that la-di-da shit, then you'll know that I'm over there with the new fucking episode and the interview, and I'll be live so you guys can chat with us and chime in and listen in, and maybe, moms, dads, everybody's welcome, come on over, maybe get some tips from her and we can kiki. Streaming platforms, we got Spreaker right here, which is my bottom bitch. We got Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, you name it, it's there. Deezer. It's so many. I think it's so many. I didn't want to go through all the spiel and where to find a lot of streaming platforms and shit like that. So, whatever. So yes, you guys. I hope you guys have been doing well. It's been a very interesting week. I mean, within politics, they're talking about like there's a possible government shutdown. God. Already? Biden just started working in the White House like 3 weeks ago. I don't understand. We're doing that? Okay. So yeah, let's pray on that. It's just like I said, it's been a very interesting fucking week. I can't say that it's been any different. I mean, we got stuff going on last week that we got still going on this fucking week. And to my surprise, I was talking to my neighbor because her kids go to online school where they're in the virtual academy, which is just actually starting to really put everything in place for me to understand what they're really, really doing with this world. So, of course, yeah, let's just wait. Let's make the proper introduction before I get into this shit, because you know how I do it. I gotta do it theatrical, dramatic. I gotta bring it all in. So let's really get this shit. Can I get it started for you? I can. All right.
Won't you tell us all about it?
Start at the beginning.
Yeah. And when you come to the end, stop.
Yeah. Yes, gotta hit you with the fucking Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter and the fucking... Yes. Okay, here we are. The March Hare. The Mad Hatter. This is my shit. Listen, I'm that girl. I love Disney shit. The original shit's the classic. So anyway, as I was saying, I was talking to my neighbor across the street earlier, and she was telling me because of, like I said, her kids go to virtual online school, and it's like a virtual academy, which meaning that the teachers that are on there are not all here. They're in all these different states within, coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Like, I'm just saying, Western Maine, across the coast, south to Key Largo. Yeah, right. With no love for sale. You feel me? You know what I did there if you're a fan of hers. Yes, shot it. But anyway, so I was like, damn. And then she was telling me about the COVID testing. And then she was saying that the COVID testing is just like general. Like, meaning like there's nobody's real names on them. Like the kids, the students that are testing. And I'm like, what? And then she was saying that her daughter's class, it has, there's 36 students or 32, she said. And I was like, yo, this is fucking bonkers. So this is all a political type of thing going on, making money, sending kids back. We gotta fucking stress. It's just, I'm starting to see like the chain of command when it comes to the money. Now it's putting more people into therapy because you're more stressed, your anxiety. People got issues still going outside, being around a lot of people. And, for me, of course, we do the best we can. We do the best we can with the flu. We do the best we can with anything, and a common cold. But this shit right here, I would have never have imagined. And I'm sure just like my ancestors, they probably would have never have imagined that they would have lived in such times as we are living in today, you guys. So, like I said, just keep paying attention within this chapter of what the fuck is going on. All right? Moving right along. Such a lovely day. A lovely day. Anyway, it's so lovely, us. I wanted to be off yesterday. Seriously. And I kind of was off yesterday because I had computer issues. This is the shit you get when you work from home. You know what? Let's back up a second. I'm so over myself right now, you guys. I'm so sorry. But listen, as I was going into what I wanted to say with the virtual learning and the people are on the web, on the virtual academy, the online school throughout the states. It's just like the state government agencies, unemployment. Like those people that are answering the phones now for those agencies, they're not even in the state that the people are calling. They're in all different states too. And that's crazy because the people that could be answering the phone, if you live in Maryland and you got somebody on the phone from California, they're not going to know Maryland law or really understand what you need to be doing in Maryland. And how much training do you think they were given if these people are teleworking as well to answer a phone line for a very, very large agency when dealing with unemployment benefits? Like, I could only imagine how much stress that's putting on people who are out here who still don't have no job, but is also still relying on the system to fucking see them through. Okay, first, and anything that I can tell you, like I said last year, you should have found a hustle of some sort. And number two, it's a very touchy situation when you talk about what people should have, could have, and been doing because of the fact that you really don't know everybody's story. So we're going to leave that shit alone. But on the other hand, it's been over a year and a half, 18 months within having this pandemic going on outside. So you mean to tell me, sis, bruh, you ain't do nothing different to try to change up what the fuck was going on with your living situation and your means? Making ends meet? Oh my God, I can't. I could go on, but it's too beautiful. It's such a beautiful day. And I don't want to do that. I don't. So anyway, as I want to continue to keep moving forward, that's what I do. I was thinking to myself when I had ordered this Grubhub shit this week from my place. They got really good soul food. It's called Glow's Soul Kitchen. Yes. And I had to laugh at myself when I was about to smash this fucking box of food that yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'm opening this shit up like Trey's dad on Boys in the Hood. Remember when Trey brought that plate home from the cookout with Ricky and Doe? Doe had came home, I think, for the fifth time or the third or something like that. The second, I don't know. But, obviously we had the background story that Doe had been locked up for years, but a couple times at that. So, yeah, when he was like, oh, Brenda, yeah, she ain't put no swine on this plate, did she? He was like, no, And he looked at that plate of food like, I'm going to fuck this shit up. And I felt like I had that same Lawrence Fishburne face, when he was over that fucking food. Oh my God, I couldn't wait for the fucking Grubhub delivery guy to bring this shit. Yes, and call me when you're fucking outside. Don't do the fucking drop off and roll out. Then I get the text message and shit be fucking delayed. And then your food be outside for 5 minutes. Don't you hate that shit? Or is that just my fucking house? Is that just me that deals with the fucking bullshit when it comes to Grubhub delivery people? Because I'm it's either in front of my fucking screen door and I can't open it because there's maybe a drink and I don't want to, you got to be very coordinated and use a strategy, very strategic on opening the door so you don't fuck your order up, your food, and the drink gets spilt over and shit like that. Anyway, moving the fuck along. I'm going out this evening, you guys. Yes, I fucking am. I am going out this fucking evening. Ooh, yeah, the mystery remains, honey. Yes. And I don't know where I'm going, but I was told to dress really, really nice and look my best. So, okay. I think I can do that, all right? Okay. And I will. And I shall. So I went out, and I treated myself. I don't usually do manicures because I'm really not that girly girl type of girl, you know what I mean? But yeah, I got me a little manicure with my pedicure because I do keep my feet done. I do. And I felt like, ooh, they would love to be in the water anyway today because that motherfucking bike party. See, that's what me and my cousin was in last night. Yes, me and, Mike. Yeah, we bad boys. Mike Lowry, Marcus, that's us. And this was not our original bike party crew that we do. We do our bike ride. Let's make sure we clear, honey. That is a bike ride we do every other Friday night in the city. This was a bike party. This shit was a motherfucking party. Do you hear me? There was a guy and I was like, you know what? First of all, the speakers he had on the back were bumping, okay? They were rocking we were at a goddamn club. He was pulling them speakers up the fucking hills and all kinds of drills and swills and fills during that bike party. So with that added weight plus him pedaling with them inclines, I was like, I bet no motherfucking body better be out here complaining about shit. Because with that being said, that shit is not, he's doing a lot of work. Don't even complain. Then they had girls that were skating. And you talking about working? They were working because they were skating up hills and shit too. So everything that we were going through, they were going through it too. Yes. So with all that being said, it was a good ass time. We wound up at a brewery, and they had drinks and food, a fucking DJ. Yo, it was lit. Now that's the bike parties that a couple people actually, when me and my cousin, my partner, Mike, was riding in, we were hearing people talk about yo, I couldn't wait for this one to jump off. This the one right here. So we were like, oh God. I mean, people were enjoying the park because that's where we met up in the park to pull off. And the end spot was the party, the DJ was rocking. It was a good ass vibe, you guys. It was a good vibe. we really enjoyed ourselves. So like I was saying, my feet appreciated this fucking pedicure, soak in the water. Oh my God. So I figured, if I'm told to look nice tonight, then I might as well get my hands done too. And I done already nicked my goddamn thumb. See, that's how fucked up I am when it comes to doing shit like that. So, but I did get some reinforcement. So I went to Walmart and I bought some polish as the same color, which is white. And so I can fix it. Okay? And I know y'all was happy to hear the ending of that story. Like, oh my God, is she going to go out now with the fucking nail that's nicked up? No, I fixed it. I did. I fixed it. Yes. So I wanted, yes, thank you. So I wanted to be off yesterday, right? Okay. But guess what? Unfortunately, I wasn't. And I mean, I was, but not how I wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you be like, damn, it's Friday. I already knew I was going to the bike party. I was going to enjoy myself. And then, my son wasn't going to be home because, his dad is getting married. The official wedding is today. And so congratulations to the Joneses. And Khalil, he's in the wedding because he's the ring bearer, which he thinks he's the best man, but you can't tell him nothing different. But, so he, is with his dad and his stepmom, the family, because, the event is today. So I was pumped, like, I should be off Friday, he leaving. I got my day to myself today, like I'm going out, but still I was like, I was in a good vibe, and I had computer problems up the motherfucking booty hole to the point where I had to wind up leaving out of my house yesterday at 12 o'clock to go down to my actual physical building, and go and take my laptop in. So 4 hours on the laptop and the phone with IT doing the best they could and all they could do to try to fix this shit. I had to wind up going anyway. So I felt like, God damn, this is work today. So by the time I got back home, I had like 45 minutes to actually be able to log in and do my last hour of work and then log off. That was kind of like a little bit of a win-win, but you know what? I was fucking irritated that I had to log in and do a couple of fucking things for work. And it's like, bitch, you've been off for like fucking 7 hours all day. You're mad for 45 minutes of work? Really? Wow. Okay, you just really not, maybe. They say I'm never satisfied. That's what they say, right? What? She's never satisfied. She's never satisfied. Whatever the fuck, it don't matter. Prince knew, like, she ain't fucking happy. Okay, so I tried. I did what I could. But baking season is coming. I can't wait to get my new cake off. Yes. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I was going to fucking do it. You knew it. It was coming. Yes, that, again, newbies, it's our inside joke over here. They get it. It's my Jessie, Jessie Spano from Saved by the Bell? Yeah, when she was on them caffeine pills. I'm so excited. Everybody else got it, but you'll get to learn it. But, whatever. But yes, baking season is here because, like I said, next week, last episode for season 9, which was all about authenticity. And let's talk about the TV shows for fall is back, bitch. I got my fucking One Chicago. So listen, One Chicago night, business hours are now back to 8 o'clock at night. I got Queen Sugar, The Resident, 911, all of Chicago shit. Now, Dick Wolf, you really set me the fuck off this fucking week. I'm just saying, I didn't know which way we were going with this shit. You had me on a fucking emotional roller coaster. I know I cried. Definitely, I cried Wednesday night. That's my cry night. I'm telling you. And then I know This Is Us is coming back, and that's going to be a real crying night because, again, this is their last season. That motherfucking Raising Kanan, what the fuck? Okay? I hope you guys were able to see it. I think that was the season finale, too. Yo, what the fuck? Raising Kanan, though, I'm going to have to give it up. Give it up for them. Yes. Raising Kanan? Yep, y'all worked, y'all ate that. I'll give it to you. Good season. I fell last night on the L. I'm about to watch that shit again. I saw like probably 15 minutes of it, maybe 15. I don't know, but I gotta get back. 9 Perfect Strangers, dope shit. I like it. And Station 19's coming back Thursday. Yeah, don't call me the fuck after 8 o'clock. Do not. I repeat, do not call me after 8 because you will get nothing. It might ring because a lot of times I don't turn my phone off. I leave it on, but it's usually on silence, bitch. So yeah, don't call me. No, not a good time for me to have a lending ear or anything, or you need a ride to the hospital. That better be what the fuck it is. And if that is it, then you better call me a couple goddamn times so I know that, okay, I need to pick it the fuck up. Because I don't got no house phone like a lot of people. But anyway, let's get started in this motherfucker, shall we? We should. Now, being that, of course, we all have our way of communications. Like I was saying the other week, we have this thing about where we feel some kind of way where we don't want to call another adult because we're so prone to now texting each other and not really reaching out like we're disturbing someone by calling them on the phone. But that's really not what the fuck I was trying to talk about today. That's not the type of communication that I really give a fuck about talking about. This is the type of communication that I would like to get myself back into within hopefully one day, which is going to be with the love of my life that will be my person for the rest of my life, because I think it's nothing more than wanting to have that feeling that you can wake up to the person that you love, the person that makes you feel good, not just mentally, but physically. And the fact that you have like your dick on demand or your pussy on demand, like you don't have to go out and look for other shit in the streets. And I know that sounds fucking crazy. Like I was telling you, like, oh, watch out for that rat. Like, no, not something like that, but more so like you don't have to be trying to lovey-dub-dub up on somebody else's grubs. You know what I mean? You want your own shit. And I think, that's the ultimate happiness. No matter what, there are always going to be problems and shit in relationships. There's always going to have those fucking dumbass arguments that really is not really worth a lot of energy and time and should not be really being a situation where you got to fester in it for a long period of time. Because yes, at this point in age, especially in these 40s, you got to just be like, fuck that. It's not even that fucking big. It's not that fucking serious. It's not that big of a fucking deal. The languages though, that you really want to be able to keep having is the fucking language of love. The love language is what's so fucking important in relationships. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And we all have our own little love languages. Like our love languages could be done through touch. It could be done through snuggles. It could be done through tickles. It could be done with breath. It could be done with just vibes, touching on, just like caressing, massages. Some people love language is prayer together. And yeah, it's the way that you feel the love, but that's not the love language I wanted to talk about today. Not all the way. I want to talk about that fucking love language. That's what I want to talk about. Had to take that part. I got my motherfucking coffee. I got it. And I'm telling you, it's something that's so important. Now, what does sex noises really mean? What does it mean? Because each person theirs is different. Some people have the moan a lot during sex. It's like when you think about the fact that after you have this fucking sigh of release, when you go and take a piss, you pee on the toilet, whatever. Not that you peed on the toilet. You know what I fucking, you know what I meant. It's like a jungle sometimes. It make me wonder how I keep from going under. Okay. That's not what I was trying to say. More so, how you pee. It's a sigh of release, especially if you've been holding it for a long period of time or whatever. And you get to relieve that. Or after a long stretch from being in the car on a long ass trip in the goddamn car, like an 8-hour ride or some shit to like North Carolina, South Carolina. You know what I mean? Making sounds is a natural and often automatic way of us relieving the pent up frustration. And that's the thing. It's like, whew, oh, that feels so fucking good. Like, you know, and you can say that just from sitting the fuck down. Like, that's how I feel sometimes. Or like, you know, after I ride my bike and stuff, you know, it feels good to get that exercise. And it depends, and that deals with pent up sexual frustration as well. The noises come naturally. Sometimes you moan because it just feels so fucking good. And whether it's a sexual moan or otherwise, you know, something in the nature of that. Another possibility is that you might be moaning during sex to communicate. Duh. Because it's a communication tool. Moaning allows you to pretty much guide your partner in right directions without using words like to the left, to the left, to the left. Everything you own, to the box, to the left. No, I'm sorry. In the closet. Let me stop. It's another way of saying yes. More of that. Right there. Don't move. You stay right there. God damn it. You done moved off to the click too goddamn quick. Move to the click too quick. No, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm telling you, it's a good day. It's a good day. But anyway, it's a new day. What's that, Patty? Wasn't that Patty? Yes, it was Patty. Okay. So yeah, as I'm saying, okay. Some people though are actually quiet. Did you know that some people don't even make a fucking noise, and that drives your fucking partner? It could drive them crazy. Now, if you got a partner who is actually like a little insecure or a lot of insecure, and you're not feeding that ego or making them feel like they're doing a great job, that head game, and not the one that's in your fucking pussy, not that one, not the one in your dick, fellas, the head game up at the top above the eyes, yes, that one is all the way fucked up, because they don't know what to take of you right now. They don't know if you're bored in the house bored. They don't know if this is good, is feeling good. You're not even wiggling a toe, bitch. You didn't even pick up a goddamn leg. You ain't even do the fucking shimmy shake in your leg. And if your legs ain't shaking, it ain't baking, okay? It ain't good. It's not good. You got to get a leg shake. You know, oh, that leg shake. You gotta get one of them, because that right there, that's all, that's the bee's knees right there. That's all you kind of pretty much, you know, need to know that shit is good. Shit is good. If you're naturally quiet during sex and your partner knows that, then yeah, that's great. Your sex is not inherently less pleasurable though, sometimes, with the fact that you might be quiet more than louder. Likewise, if your partner doesn't make a common noise during fucking, then that doesn't mean that they aren't enjoying themselves. Okay, so you gotta understand that too. You know, moaning, again, like I say, is one way to communicate. It's not the only way to communicate. So again, if you're like making little cues, like you got your eyes open, eyes are open, that's nice. Nice way of contact. Contact as far as using your hands, pushing your partner away or pulling them closer. And auditory cues, of course, which is of the moaning and the throat moan and the grunts and stuff like that and the groans like that. Then that, of course, is letting them know. It's just, again, it's all about the language of what you guys are giving off to each other. Now, what you have to be careful of now, okay? And ladies, let me talk to you for a minute. You gotta be careful with the fact on how much you give. Now, if this is your first fucking encounter with fucking this person, okay? Especially if now I'm talking to my lady friends, okay? Yes, and you'll get your scissor sex on, you know, with your girlfriend. And you know that's good. You know that's a good feeling. You don't want to give off too much though, because you know how that can fucking turn out to be a change of events. You might be moved in within a fucking month and you don't really want to be there because of the fact that you made too much contact or too much noise during this process, to the point that you gave them something as to where it really fed their ego. Sometimes even women, if you're fucking men and you know you might not have fucked in a minute, or this is really some good ass dick for you. You know, the head game was good. You know, they fucking made you come from just off like the pussy. I'm sorry, you guys. From the head with the clit. They was experienced. They was seasoned on it. They knew what not to do and what to do. So they knew how far to go, what not to give, switch that up. You really enjoyed this ride this was a great time for you. But you cannot, again, in the midst of it, you can't give off too much of that, because sometimes if you give off too much noise with them, they may think that they got you locked in, so that if any given time that they decide that maybe they're going to call you back so that you guys can link up again, that they know that it's going to be on demand for them, because they'll feel as though that they really turned you out. So you're going to have to keep your volumes to a very, very bare minimum. Give a little something if you need to. If you feel as though like how you give people a tip at the goddamn restaurant. Like, you did a great job. You know what? You were servicing us well. You made sure you checked on us every couple of minutes or so. You had the water with the lemon like we liked it. We didn't have to fucking dip our silverware in a hot glass of water. You was on point, bitch, and I'm going to give you a tip. That basically is what you can do. Yeah, don't laugh, because I'm just saying, and don't be recording and taking pictures during it either. But just saying, you want to give a little something of like a little piece of, hey, all right now. Yeah, you're doing all right. Then go ahead, but don't make it so overbearing within the top. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Okay. That's what I mean from that. So yes, without noise, sometimes there's no connection. For some people, they do really need that. You got to give some kind of a verbal sign. If you feel as though that really, again, if you're not a quiet riot, and you just a riot, then you want to bike party. If you want to definitely give that off as far as for your communication, then please do. A throaty moan is good. It's a good one. It's a good one for him. That you're into what the fuck he's doing. And ladies with your ladies, yes, you know the language, the moan, the talking. I'm a talker. I like to talk. I want you to talk to me, because I talk on a regular basis. Just, I'm a fucking podcast host. What the fuck, I went to school for radio. I am a talker. It runs in my blood. So let's talk. Let's talk. A satisfied whisper. That's good. Whispering's good. Whispering is sexy. Yeah, that's sexy. You know what? Communication during fucking, sex, lovemaking, whatever you want to do, is typically a mirror of how you communicate in your relationship. When you think about it, try to open up in bed as you would with your partner, your person, in non-sexual moments, to get past any type of shyness and prudeness that you might be feeling about giving direction during sex. You're not supposed to be a part of this motherfucking project if you're not adding towards the project. You gotta help build the volcano, Becky. Like, seriously, the volcano. I like what I did there. You gotta build up the eruption, Becky. You gotta communicate. This is just like in just regular communication for relationships. You've gotta communicate. And again, ladies, be careful, because, for the heteros, your man, he might not give you much either as far as noises are concerned. Think of certain things. Sometimes when men deal with women, they jack off before they fucking deal with you. So that makes them, I think, last longer. I don't know. I'm not a man, but I do know that I know that I know that. So with that being said, you might get a little something too, but men are different. So you're going to have to not be so like, hey, how's it going? Is it good? You like that? Because, they might not be into a lot of talking. They might give you a little bit here and there. But like I said, especially if this is your first encounter, this is your first sexual encounter and hookup with each other, then you definitely, are basically going to probably both scale back from each other at some point, to where you're not going to give so much, especially even if you are enjoying yourself a lot. But you can't just give in like that. Okay. You're going to have to let them build up to the moment. But when you're really feeling it, do the whisper. That feels good. Keep doing that. Stay right there. Do that. I hope you guys were able to pick that up and hear it. Let me say it again. Stay right there. Do that. That feels so good. That basically, that'll have you locked in. Even if they hit in the right spot, moved on to something else, or it's a different position entirely. If you wanted him to go back to what he was doing in a positive way, move your hand or guide their hand or their body or fate, wherever the fuck they were at, put them back in that position. You're going to have to be a DJ now. You have to rewind. Yes, that's what you're going to have to do. And then give him or her the sexy little to show that you loved the previous move. Or when they get back to where they're at, you can pick that volume up. And then you can also do the whisper. Bitch, you got a combination right now. What? You did a whisper, a sigh. Yes, you gave a couple of things. Yep, the happy little grunt is a good one. Like I said, the grunting. When you're almost there, try to, show them by letting go of your inhibitions and grunting with the pace of their thrust, or, it could be thrusting from their tongue, because, people like to tongue fuck, from thrusting within their fingers. People like to finger fuck. People like to fucking ass fuck. Some people like to put their finger in your ass and do that. But yeah, give that grunt, with that pace of that thrust, and then maybe being a little bit more noisy. And then you might could just tell them, if you want to. But that's a huge turn on for them, especially because of the grunt of them knowing like you are about to be right there. And then, of course, you both got the big finish. If you guys can do this at the same time, then basically you can. Now, ladies, I can say this. It's a mental thing where we can turn this shit on and we can keep it going. Like the Energizer Bunny, we can keep this shit the fuck going, okay? You understand what I'm saying? But other than that, just saying, you could, when you get to an older age, that sex peak is peaked, honey. It's up there. But you'll feel, in the big finish, you're not going to be as vocal. It can be hard, though, for a guy, to know if you actually came. You had an orgasm. A lot of men really, they got a really tough time reading that from their partners during sex in general. So noise at the end at least conveys to them that you had a good time. Do whatever feels natural at this point from here, from passionate, oh yes, to a long worn out sigh, like you just exercised and ran like 4 miles and you're not a runner and that was your first time running and you feel good about it, that kind of shit. You can tell them, like I said, some people like to actually see visuals on the bed. Some people like to see it on their fingers, over their face. They like to see it, ladies, men like to say, well, you know what? I don't know how you're fucking. I don't know if it's raw, because if it's raw, then they want to see it on their dick. I don't know about the condom shit. I don't know what they look for on that. Other than that, some people like to see a fucking pool. A pool full of liquor and you dive in it. Not but it's not liquor, but a pool, a puddle, like just on the bed. Like they love that. Believe it or not. Don't be embarrassed if you wet their fucking bed up and sheets. They love it. Do you know how much they go in the bathroom and pat them shits on the back? Like, oh my God, I'm in there motherfucking flexing. The category is live, work. Yes. So with that being said, learn your love languages. Share your love languages and your vibes with each other so that you know what each other wants and what you're loving during the process of this love making, or just some rare ass fucking bomb ass fucking all in fucking general of just fucking. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you guys. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you guys really tuned in today and enjoyed the show. Don't forget, shout outs and love to all of my podcasters out there, content creators. Again, special well wishes and congratulations to my child's father and his wife, Adia. Super dope. I wish you guys nothing but the best of everything to come, and she's a great bonus mommy for my son, so I really do love her and appreciate her. Also, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and don't forget, next Saturday StreamYard interview is going to be lit with Mama Life Podcast. So yeah, make sure you tune in, but you got to like the channel, so you got to subscribe so that you'll be alerted. Don't forget to follow me, IG_K Rene Show, TikTok at Rene Show, Facebook K Rene Show, and email me kreneshow@gmail.com for ordering a cake from You're Missing a Slice Cakes, and or being just so cute and just so fucking like supportive by giving me feedback and comments and just telling me different ideas you might have for me or topics for my next season to come. All right. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Bye.